Hi, my name is Hannah. For my memoir project, I decided to read An Unquiet Mind by Dr. Kay Jamison. In the book, she primarily discusses what it means to be a clinician with manic depressive illness, which is how she refers to bipolar disorder for ethical reasons. And throughout the book, she describes her subjective experience of the disorder as well as how it affects her personally and professionally. One thing that I learned from the book that I found most valuable was the nature of manias and how they complicate the treatment process. Manias can be so seductive because of the euphoric feelings and also all the things that a person can accomplish while manic. Makes it a difficult state to give up. And often a patient will have difficulty giving it up and will stop medication, which is also, in a way, very, has a lot of side effects. But yeah, and then I also learned how psychotherapy and medication interact and make each other possible, which I thought was very important. In class, we discussed heterotypic continuity, and that concept really does play out in this book because as Jamison, as the course of her illness developed, her manias and depressions changed quite a bit. In the beginning, she had quite a bit of hypomanic episodes, and these hypomanic episodes eventually led to depression, and the manias got more extreme with time and more mixed. The etiology is discussed quite a bit. She describes her family history of the disorder and some molecular genetic studies that are being done in order to find a kind of a place in the genome for bipolar disorder, since it is so hereditary. Her father actually had bipolar disorder, which he directly passed to her and her sister, but not her brother, which is a really good example of multifinality. And she also discusses quite heavily the ethics of genetic counseling. She talks about how even though her disorder does affect her life in many negative ways, it also has a lot of positives. She wouldn't be quite the person that she is today without it, especially as such a successful physician and scholar. And to end the video, I would definitely recommend this book to anyone because it's so interesting and so beautifully written, and it really does reveal so much about manic depressive illnesses and how they affect a person's life and how they affect a clinician's life, as well as the unique perspective that she gives, which I also think is really important. Anyway, thank you. Have a good night.